Hi, my name is Heather and I am an oil painter and a mixed media artist. I'm going to do a little series where I create a soft cover journal, and I'm going to show you how to bind it and put it all together and then create the signatures inside of it and decorate it, the whole thing. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope that you will join me through this little series of videos, and maybe at the end I'll do a giveaway and we'll have some fun with it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will for future art videos, and I'll see you guys there. Bye! Okay, the first thing you're going to need is a cereal box. We're going to create our spine with a cereal box. I am using 8.5 by 11 cardstock paper, and I have made this 4 inches wide, and then I've scored it at 1 inch on each side. Now I'm going to take some Fabri-Tac glue and glue my spine to this fabric. And I'm going to cover the front and the back. You don't have to do this. I like to have the front and the back covered in the same fabric, especially for this journal. But you can just put the fabric, on the inside and then decorate the cover however you'd like. And then I'm just cutting on the corners so that when I glue it, the fabric will cover up all 4 sides. The next step is you're going to fold your cardstock in half, and then you're going to get your Fabri-Tac glue and glue all on the inside and then on the side of your spine, and then fold it down, and voila, you have your front of your first cover. I had to go back and trim a little more off of my spine. It was a little bit too long, so that's what I'm doing here. And if you plan on sewing, you don't have to use a ton of glue for this because you'll be sewing. But if not, then make sure you use lots of glue to keep it in place. That is your soft cover journal. Boom, just like that. Now I'm going to decorate the front of it. And so what I've done is I've taken some scrap pieces of paper and I've embossed on them. Embossed that tree and some clouds. And so now I'm just gluing those on with Mod Podge. And I'm doing the same thing on this side, just a few different types of paper and different embossing tools that I've used. I really love the clouds. I think that's pretty. Then you want to make sure that is totally dry before we go to the next step, which is I'm getting some white gesso and a credit card or a card that you have, and I'm just swiping it down the front of the book, just any which way, just making some swipe marks. I'm doing that on the front and the back of the cover. Then you want to make sure that this layer is completely dry. And next I'm doing a wash with this Dylusions paint, this turquoise color. And I'm just spraying some water and brushing it all around. And then I'm laying a napkin on top and letting it sit there for a second. And I'm doing exactly the same thing on the back cover. Then lay your paper towel down. And then pull it up and you get all those indentions from the napkin, which I love. I think that's a cool effect. Then I'm going in and I'm just coloring in basically this tree that I embossed with some acrylic paint. I really thought this tree was pretty, so I really wanted it to pop out. I'm just adding a few little highlights to the leaves. And now I'm taking some silver metallic rub and I'm rubbing over the clouds and the flowers, and they are starting to pop out, which is really cool. I love that effect. And then I took some gold and I went over the clouds at the top and all the words on the front cover. And then I got my oil pastel and I'm going around the edges. Then I got some Spectrafix and I sealed it. And then I cut out these images in my Sizzix and I'm just gluing those on. That bird is from an Artie Mays kit and she has the coolest digital downloads that you can use for your journals. So definitely check her out. She is really talented. She's got some really cool digital kits. And then my words say, with brave wings she flies. And now I'm sealing the entire book with some Mod Podge. Sealing my picture and everything. And I decided I wanted to put a few more elements on the cover, so I'm taking this really cool tissue paper that has gold flowers on it, and I'm just using some Mod Podge, and I'm putting that on the back and the front cover. Okay, and it's totally optional. You can see here I've gone to my sewing machine and I've done some like crazy stitching around the entire book. You don't have to do stitching. I like the stitching. Totally optional. And then I have a little tag that says homemade with love, and I did some stitching around that as well. And that is for the first episode. The next episode I'm going to show you how to create the signatures and do the inside papers and go from there. There's going to be a few more videos in this series. I'll have them in a playlist so that you can watch them whenever you have time. Thank you so much for taking time to watch this video. I hope that you found it to be helpful, and I'll see you next time. Bye.